odd hotels. Every country has them.
And you're about to see some of the finest oddities.
Nowadays, the more odd a hotel is, the more fun people make them out to be. But are they? Are they really more fun? Let's go find out. Let's go. To see if these odd hotels are actually better, I'll be ranking each place on 3 things: comfort, vibes, and value. Starting with this dome house.
My first time staying in a dome. This is pretty cool.
First thing I noticed about the dome was just how big it felt on the inside. Not gonna lie, it kind of looks small from the outside. Plus, it's got a queen size bed, air conditioning, mini fridge, and a lounge.
This could definitely be the spot to watch the sunset, I reckon.
There's a TV, full bathroom, and it's even got matching bathrobes.
I think I'll dead set live in this tonight.
Wonder if we get to keep the slippers. Just outside, there's a lounge area with a big tub that you can enjoy while taking in the mountain views.
I think we might be able to use the bath as a bath because we're staying here all by ourselves tonight. Normally, you've got to share this with others, but I think it would be a bit awkward if there was more people here.
There's also an outdoor movie screen and a pool with a giant rubber duck. I promise you, I did not bring this with me. It was already here.
You can even sit at the pool bar and have a cold drink with your friends. Hey, were you in Surf's Up?
They even prepared Thai barbecue for us for dinner time. And as the sun went down, we relaxed in the outdoor tub. But was it comfortable? With the air conditioning, quality of bed, and private bathroom, yes, we were very comfortable. How about the vibes? The dome has great mountain views, cool outdoor spaces, and an awesome atmosphere. So vibes were high. Was it worth it? The dome was only $53, so with everything you get for that, yep, I'd say it's definitely worth it. With the sun coming up, it was time to head to our next hotel.
A tent. I know it's not a hotel, but let's be honest, as an Aussie, I love a good camping trip.
Inside the tent is fairly basic as you'd expect, but you do get some sleeping mats, pillows and blankets, plus a fan and kettle, but it actually has air conditioning. Even more than that, the tent sits on a little point with a cool little river flowing all the way around it. The camping grounds are really nice with a little coffee stand, a shop for snacks, drinks and ice. It's even got a rope swing off a bamboo platform into the river.
Should I go jump off it?
I didn't see anyone else jump off here, so I chickened out.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say it's all right.
The tent comes with these table and chairs that you can set up right in the river.
Just don't take off your flip-flop. It'll float away down the river.
I have to say, this is the first dinner I've ever had in a river. Comfortable? They supplied everything you'd ever want for camping, plus the air conditioner was an added bonus. So yes, we were very comfortable. Good vibes? The sound of the river flowing right next to the tent at night was super peaceful, and dinner was amazing in the river. So there was great vibes. Worth it? Well, the tent was only $28, so yes, 100% worth it. Time to get some sleep now before we're off to the next hotel, which is
a log cabin, or a cabin that's in a giant log. A cabin inside of a log. You know what I mean. Let's go inside.
This thing looks just like you'd think the inside of a giant log would look like.
They've even got little knots built into all of the wall panels, little boards with nails on them in this side. Get a big queen size bed. Air conditioning, which you actually really do need in here because this is all made out of concrete. It's pretty hot right now. TV to watch YouTube. Somebody must have been watching my channel. Even the light fittings look like little logs. Little mini fridge. Even the bathroom has all the wood detailing. You can see they've got a stump here for a sink. The whole room is just detailed as a log cabin, all rounded. Very luxury golden curtains. Well, I have to say this place is pretty unique. They've put in a heap of effort to make it look like a real log. All the detailing of the wood grain and the bark. They've even got broken branches on the top here, and if you look closer at the door, which I'll show you in a moment, it's got wood grain as if the log has been cut. Very cool place. The place here is a working farm. We've got all rubber plantations down the bottom here. They've also got pineapple farms. Right up the top here, you've got 360-degree views all through the mountains here. Man, check out this view. Just over the top of this mountain is Myanmar. We're right here on the border of Thailand and Myanmar, Burma, however you want to say it. So close you could almost spit over the mountain. Not quite, pretty far away.
Not far from the cabin is this beautiful national park with a giant tree and wild monkeys running around. Walking through here feels just like Jurassic Park.
I reckon they have these guys up on the mountain. These horns. I hope we don't meet one.
There's an amazing swimming hole at the top of the walk, full of fish.
Let them eat your food. They eat some of your food.
The beach is only a short way down the road as well. We found this cool little restaurant and grabbed an early dinner and enjoyed the view. We got back just in time to watch the sun go down over the mountains on the rooftop of the restaurant right there on the property. Breakfast is actually included here with the price of the cabin, and we were super impressed with the quality of everything. It was all very, very fresh from their own farms surrounding the property. Amazing. Oh my god, you definitely cannot complain about the breakfast here. Check this out. Fresh coconuts, fruit, we've got sweet bananas up here, some sweet kind of bananas, and eggs with pork. Almost like a kai jiao, but not cooked together. So my wife has just told me this is not kai jiao that's not mixed together. It's kai what?
Kai katat.
Kai katat. Whatever, it looks good. But was it comfortable? The bed was a little harder than I'm used to, but that's just me being a bit soft, I guess. The place was very clean. It had aircon, a private bathroom, very comfortable overall. Vibes? I probably don't even need to say it. Just look at these mountain views. Amazing vibes. Was it worth it? The cabin was just $35 with breakfast. Totally worth it. Ridiculous value if you ask me. So stuffed full of breakfast, we hit the road on to the next hotel, which is
This bamboo hut on stilts, right over the water. I think it's pretty obvious this is going to be one of the more basic ones we've stayed at. I mean, look at what they're using for an electrical pole here. It's still growing. Okay, basic. What I will say right from the start is it's very clean for what it is.
The hut has a double bed, side table with water, towels and blankets, another side table, a fan, and a mosquito net.
Which you actually really need because there is literal gaps in the walls. How about the view though? Comfortable enough?
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day! And best part, if you get hungry, you can just go fishing right out the window.
It may be very basic, but the hut is actually very close to a load of cool stuff. Like this giant Buddha statue at a local temple we took the time to have a look around. They're even building another huge one here on the inside. And the beach is only just down the road from here as well. Plus, there's an enormous cave that has a literal temple built inside of it. This place was so cool. The fresh market where all the locals shop for all kinds of things, and ultimately it's the best place to get dinner. So with dinner from the market secured, it was time to relax by the hut and enjoy the serenity of the farm stay. We explored a little more around the farm stay after dinner and found this cool jetty and bridge with more cabins all around it.
I don't know if it's on purpose, but it definitely gives off a little bit of a fishing village vibe with these wooden bridges and all the little huts that are surrounding the lake.
But was it comfortable? Well, it was really basic, but for what it is, it was pretty decent. The bed was fairly comfortable and the mosquito net did its job. Vibes?
Man, the vibes are high right now. Check out that mountain view.
Was it worth it? The hut was so close to everything and it had everything you really need, and it was only $20. So absolutely, it was well worth it. With the sun going down, it's time to get some rest before our next hotel.
Which is this tent house. That's what they call it on the listing anyway. I guess they kind of do look like a tent, don't they? To me, it kind of looks like the top of a house blew off and it's just sort of landed here. These are like the cutest little cottages you've ever seen. Let's see what's inside.
This thing was just as cool on the inside and has everything you'd ever want.
Queen size bed, got a little plant with a coat stand, TV to watch YouTube. I really don't know what anyone else would use the TV for. Mini fridge, of course, and some complimentary water at the top. And a triangle bathroom. Me, standard kind of shower. It's got this cool little sitting area right next to the bed. Although I'd really hate to be the fourth person has to squeeze in here.
The resort also has an amazing pool that's right there on the beach.
They've also got a whole heap of these trailers that you can rent out along here. In Australia, we call them caravans, not trailers. Got a four-wheel motorbike, which I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use. Probably best I don't use it anyway. I'm not that great on a motorbike. Now this one's probably more my speed. Got a little shop where you can get a drink. Oh, they've even got a jet ski. Probably best I don't use that either. This is a super cool spot. Big pool villa there. You can see our little cottage at the back here. Ours is the one in there in the middle. We saw monkeys on the beach just here before. Hopefully they're not aggressive. I'm going to walk up the beach. Hopefully we don't get bitten.
You can get food here at the resort, but we decided to go to another one that's just down the road where you can sit at tables on the beach with your feet in the sand.
They even have this really cute dog here at the restaurant.
And this adorable cat that only had one eye. This was also a resort and it had bungalows too.
Should we try out another bamboo bungalow? I don't know about that.
The food here was actually so good, and it's such an ideal spot to have dinner and watch the sunset. All of the lights were on when we got back and made the 10 houses look even more cute than before. Plus, the resort puppies were out to play. So was it comfy? The cottage had a very comfortable bed. It was super quiet in there at night time and it had a private bathroom, so yes, it was absolutely comfortable. What about the vibes?
Look at this place at night time. Vibes are high. This looks like something out of a storybook.
How was it on value? Well, the tent house was so comfortable and adorable. I think $44 for this was actually a steal. So 100% worth it. It was so quiet here last night, I slept like a baby. But it's time to check out and head over to the next one, which is
a tree house. Well, kinda. We are up in the trees, but it's not literally attached to a tree. We are up high, we are in the trees. It's all semantics. Plus, they actually do call it a tree house.
The location of this treehouse is just as unique as the treehouse itself. The property has a private river running through it that's teeming with fish and is surrounded by jungle. They even have their very own hot spring, which we'll get to later. The whole area is actually loaded with hot springs, so we went to go and check out one of the most popular ones. There is a free one here anyone can use, or you can do what we did and just pay a few dollars to go down to the one by the river. And showering is essential before entering this one, so it's meant to be a little bit cleaner than the free one. The pools range from around 39 to 42 degrees Celsius. I stayed in the 39 degree one because the 42 was just way too much. The treehouse has its own little yard, a chill out area under it, and is surrounded by lush gardens. Getting inside means a steep climb up these super steep stairs. Very treehouse-ish. It has everything and more that you'd expect from a comfy treehouse.
So being a treehouse, there's not a lot of room. We've got one bed down here and one up in the loft. Even though it's a treehouse, we actually do have air conditioning still. Even a mini fridge and a kettle and a tea setup, plus a fan. It's a pretty tight little loft up here, but the air conditioning's up here, so I guess you're going to get a fair bit of the aircon. Plus there's a fan down the bottom there too. But you do actually get the good view out the window. Pretty nice view of the garden down the back there, other bits and pieces. So you probably noticed there's no bathroom up the top here, and that's because I guess it's pretty hard to put a bathroom in a treehouse. So it's down here, in this little building at the bottom of the stairs. Just a typical Thai style bathroom with a shower and a toilet. But they do have one very serious rule here, and it's plastered everywhere, including in every single room. Don't feed Happy. I mean, I can see why, look at him. Adorable.
I got to meet Happy a little bit later as well. So cute.
Looks like we found Happy. Hello, Happy. How you going, mate? Good?
We booked a private spring here at the resort for the evening, and I have to say, it's definitely worth it. It didn't disappoint. You get the entire thing to yourself with one very large hot spring, super hot in this one, and another smaller, cooler one. It's right here on the side of the river, and you can watch the fish swimming around in the river next to the spring while you relax. I got pretty hot here in the spring, so I even went into the river to cool off a little with the fish. The setup they have here by the river was really one of a kind, and it's something that I'll not forget in a hurry. So was the treehouse actually comfy? It did actually move around a little bit when we did, which was slightly concerning, but it was actually more comfortable than I was expecting. It had aircon, fridge, and 2 comfy beds. But how were the vibes? Phenomenal. I've not been anywhere like it. How was it on value? Well, the treehouse was comfortable and unique. Plus, the hot springs were simply amazing. So for the $60, I reckon that's very good value. So, in the end, are odd hotels more fun than just regular ones? Absolutely. Every single strange, unexpected, and wonderfully bizarre stay gave me something that I wouldn't have found in a regular hotel room. It wasn't just about where I slept, it was about how those places made me feel. The sense of adventure, small surprises around every corner, the way each hotel told its own little story. Those are the things that I'll remember. In the end, it wasn't just about the hotels. It was about stepping into another world, if only for one night. About letting go of expectations and embracing the weird, the whimsical, the wonderfully odd. And honestly, I wouldn't trade that in for the most luxurious 5-star suite in the world. And if there's one thing that I've learned, it's this. Sometimes the best experiences come from the places you least expect. And maybe, just maybe, we should all try to stay somewhere a little odd. At least once.